Hey guys, glad you're here. You might not be as glad as I am. Hopefully it's not like 11:30, but if it is, let's learn this and get your homework done. Okay, really fast before I start. I'm going to be pretty detailed in this video, going to what I'm doing. If you just need like a really quick video, I've got one linked over here. Okay, if you just need the quick version. If you need the long version, I'm so glad. Stay here. I also have another way to do the same thing called the box method, which if you're a visual learner is amazing. I'll also link that one over there, along with the opposite of what we're doing here, factoring. If you need that, I've got it linked over there too. Okay, let's start. What we are doing right here is we are using the distributive property to multiply these, okay? Because x plus 4, I cannot add those because they are not like terms. Same with x plus 6, I can't add those. So we could be stuck until someone figured out the distributive property and realized that we could multiply these without adding them first. Okay, if you're confused, that's okay. Stay with me. What we are using is someone broke it down and called it FOIL. Okay, it's just a fancy way to remember first, outside, inside, last. Okay, so I've got a different example over here. Oh man, guys, I need another paper. Hold on. Don't switch videos because I'm being slow. Okay, it'll be worth it. All right, so basically all that means is first, you're multiplying the first two. Okay, the x and the x. Outside, you're multiplying the outside. See how I color-coded this for you? Aren't you glad you didn't switch videos? Okay. Inside, the two inside. Last, you're multiplying the last two numbers. Those are all of your numbers then that will make your new expression here. Okay. Does that make sense? I feel like I might have gone too fast, but you can pause and look at this if you need to, okay? Then when we get down here, we combine like terms. Those both have just one x, so I can add those, okay? So if I am multiplying this, x plus 4 times x minus 2, my answer will be x squared plus 2x minus 8. All right, if that was confusing, we're going to do some examples, okay? Also, once you get more comfortable with it, I usually just draw these cute little lines and you get the same answer. Okay, so this is going to be your best friend. If it seems scary, hang with me for a minute. Okay, so we need to multiply these. Okay, so first I'm going to multiply the first ones. So that means x times x. X times x is x squared. Okay. Then we do outside, so x times 6. That gives me 6x. Okay, and then we're doing inside, 4 times x. That gives me 4x. Last, 4 times 6 gives me 24. Okay, now you might want to think you're done, but after I multiply, I combine like terms. Since these are both just 1x, those can combine. Now you might wonder, why can't I add this guy on? Because of that squared, it's not considered a like term. But I can add these guys. So that leaves me with x squared plus 10x plus 24. And that is my answer for those being multiplied. Okay, let's do another one. This one has a negative in it, but don't worry, we'll be okay. We can do it. So I need to multiply these. Again, I cannot add x plus 5. I cannot subtract these, but when they're both in parentheses, that means they're being multiplied, and the distributive property tells me I can still multiply these, okay? All right, so first, x times x gives me x squared. X times negative 2, don't forget that little negative guy there. X times negative 2 gives me negative 2x. 5 times x gives me 5x. And 5 times negative 2 gives me negative 10. Okay, am I done? Not quite. I need to combine these because they are like terms. So then I have x squared. I've got negative 2x plus 5x. So if I've got 5x's, I take away 2x's. Oh, I have 3x's now. All right, and then I've got that minus 10 on the back. There's nothing else that is like terms. Are like terms is probably a better way to say that. So that is my answer there. Okay. All right, 2 more. Do you guys like that I change colors every time? I like that. Okay. Green. Okay. Now, what if they're both negative? Oh my gosh. Guess what? It's okay. These are both negative. We can still do it. All right. First, outside, inside, last. That's how we're going to multiply these. Every term needs to be multiplied by every other term. Okay. So we've got x times x, which gives me x squared. X times negative 3, don't forget that negative, gives me negative 3x. Negative 6, again, don't forget the negative, times x gives me negative 6x. And negative 6 times negative 3, remember a negative times a negative gives me a positive. So negative 6 times negative 3 gives me positive 18. Guys, 6 times 3 is like one of the ones I always forget, but that is correct. It is 18. All right. Now, combine any like terms I may have. All right. So I've got negative 3x and negative 6x. So I've got negative 3x's and then I've got negative 6 more x's. So that leaves me with negative 9x's. Okay. Then I've still got this x squared here and the plus 18 on the back. Okay. All right, last one. All right, this one has a funny little guy out here, but it's okay. We can work with him. Okay, when you have a little funny guy out there, you can do one of 2 things. You can distribute him in at the beginning. I don't know why I made him male, but okay. You can distribute him in at the beginning, or you can go ahead and multiply these like we have up here and then put him in at the end. Okay, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to put him in at the beginning. So it's the same as what you're doing here, just there's only one number you're multiplying in this time, distributing in. So he's being multiplied there and to there. Now, you might be saying, oh, why aren't you multiplying him there too? Oh my gosh, what an insightful question. Okay, the reason I'm not putting him in there also is because when I multiply the 2 into here, then I multiply this to this, it will all be multiplied. Does that make sense? If I were to multiply this guy into here and here and then multiply those, I'd have too many. Okay, so multiply it in there and then it'll get multiplied into there. Okay, I feel like I just repeated myself a lot. Hopefully that made sense. All right, 2 times x gives me 2x plus 2 times 2 gives me 4. Okay, now this guy is still a group here. And this guy is still here. So see, now when I multiply these, that 2 is being multiplied in. Okay, so now it's just like the ones above here. So first, outside, inside, last is how we are multiplying these. So 2x times 3x. Okay, 2 times 3 gives me 6. And then I've also got an x times an x, which gives me x squared. Okay, so that's how you do it if there's a number in front of the x's. Okay, 2x times a negative 1 just gives me negative 2x, just makes that 2x negative. 4 times 3x gives me 4 times 3 is 12, and then I've got an x on the back. Remember, you can multiply things that are not like terms. You cannot add and subtract them. Okay, that's why I've got this whole fun distributive thing going on. All right, 4 times negative 1 gives me a negative 4. Almost done. I need to combine my like terms. There they are. So I've got negative 2x, 12 plus 12x. So if I've got 12 x's, I take 2 x's away. That leaves me with 10x. All right, still got this minus 4 on the back and the 6x squared out front. And that is my answer. Okay, make sure you check out any of those other videos you might want. If this felt confusing, go check out that box method that I linked. That one, for some people, is a game changer. Like, they love it. And it's like, I'm never going back. So check that out. And hopefully you can go to bed tonight and get your homework done and have dreams of math that aren't nightmares.